Story number 63, Out of This World. The year is 3018 AD, and there was a space journey that was about to take place. In the fictional country of Destiny, there was a team of 12 astronauts who were set to go on the mission starting on Saturday, February 7th. The space mission is called Genesis 5, which was set to be a mission to Mars. This mission was set to last for 26 months, and the return home was scheduled to be completed on Friday, April 7th, 3020 AD. Children and teens will have the chance to witness both the rocket launch and the return home, since the weekend in Destiny is Friday through Sunday. What the 12 astronauts were going to do on Mars is to explore Mars. The fusion rocket was also stacked with a 26-month supply of space food, water, and hygiene products back in December 2017 AD. The 12 astronauts who were going on this mission are Adam, age 22, Jamar, age 13, Tyler and Taylor, both twins and age 21, Ronald, age 15, Karen, age 31, Ace, age 14, Celeste, age 34, Scarlett, age 46, Deshaun, age 43, Travis, age 54, and Pamela, age 26. This mission has 7 male astronauts and 5 female astronauts. The rocket is in the suburban medium city of Topaz, Destiny, which is a city renowned for coffee and a popular cafe chain called Sager that is headquartered in this city. Topaz is also the provincial capital of the province of Ashley. Topaz also has Sager Field, which is the home field of the Destiny Coffees, which is a baseball team known for their 2940s dynasty, in which they won 4 Diamond Bowls and had 5 Diamond Bowl appearances. The rocket was set up at Arabica Park, which is in the Arabica borough of Topaz. Of the 12 astronauts, 6 of them are from Destiny, and 6 of them are from Hope, which is the country north of Destiny. The Destonian astronauts are Adam, Jamar, Tyler, Taylor, Ronald, and Karen. The Hopian astronauts are Ace, Celeste, Scarlett, Deshaun, Travis, and Pamela. The astronaut who had to travel the longest distance to Topaz was Ronald, who was from the ski town of Cloud9, Destiny. The astronaut who had to travel the shortest distance to Topaz other than the twins was Jamar, who was from the small town of Omaha, Destiny, which is a quaint small town that is very close to the Destiny-Hope border. The twins didn't have to travel because they already live in a wonderful suburban neighborhood in Topaz. The Hopian astronaut who traveled the shortest distance was Travis, who traveled from the town of Hitherford, Hope. Then the Hopian astronaut who traveled the farthest distance was Scarlett, who traveled from the small town of Gillette, Hope. On the night of Friday, February 6th, the 12 astronauts spent the night at a wonderful hotel in Topaz that is located right next to Sager Field. Then, on the morning of Saturday, February 7th, the 12 astronauts boarded the rocket, which is called Journey 18. The rocket was named after the year in which the expedition begins, which is 3018 AD. The youngest astronaut is a two-way tie between Tyler and his twin sister Taylor, who are both 21. And then Travis is the oldest astronaut at age 54. At 11 a.m., the 12 astronauts boarded the rockets, and the crowd who gathered to watch the rocket launch into space anticipated the launch. The crowd has been at Arabica Park since 9 a.m. And what they did while they anticipated the launch into space was that they enjoyed the nature around them enjoyed picnics, and plays that had to do with outer space. People also enjoyed listening to music on their phones or radios. People were allowed to use their phones until 10:30 a.m., since phones were going to be banned from being out starting at that time. Anyone who was caught with a phone out after that time was going to have their phone confiscated until the end of the rocket launch watch party. At 11 a.m., the countdown began, just after the astronauts boarded the rocket. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. The crowd got more hyped as the countdown progressed. The anticipation just went higher and higher as people got more excited. The rocket blast just got started at the count of 5, and the crowd got all the more hyped and excited. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! After the rocket launched, the announcer said, "Get ready to observe a huge observation of humanity's next enormous journey. The glory goes to Jesus Christ for this." The time zone that the astronauts were going to follow is the time zone of their home countries, which is Highland time. As the rocket reached the sky, the rocket began tilting to the side for an ease of entry into outer space. The flatter through claims that the Genesis 5 exhibition is fake, even though it is not fake. At 1 p.m. Highland time, the 12 astronauts now entered outer space. The capsule in the top of the rocket has a 26-month supply of food, water, and hygiene products. The rocket also has a 26-month supply of pecan flour tortillas and zero sugar grape juice that is set to be used during communion. The Sean chose to be the pastor to the other 11 astronauts during this massive 26-month historic expedition. Because of this space expedition to Mars, people instantly viewed the year 2018 AD as one of the best years in history, and it was only a little over a month into the new year. Here is what foods the astronauts have on board the rockets, all of which is healthy and nutrient dense. The astronauts have venison, 70-30 beef, elk, chicken, salmon, and tuna as their primary fat and protein sources. The astronauts have beef tallow, olive oil, butter, ghee, lard, avocado oil, avocados, nuts, and nut butters as additional fat sources. Since the astronauts all agreed to go on a diet of space food high in natural fats, moderate in protein, and low in carbohydrates, since they have the goal of becoming fat adapted. What they have as their primary fiber sources are the nut butters, nuts, and space meals infused with flax seeds and chia seeds. This means that for the next 26 months, the macronutrient ratio is 65% fat, 25% protein, and 10% carbohydrates. The astronauts do not have any starchy foods on the rocket because they chose not to have any starchy foods during this mission, since their goal was to be in ketosis and be fat adapted during the mission for optimal health. They have plenty of different meals to choose from for the next 26 months, and all of them are keto friendly. And they also have a 26-month supply of drinking water, coffee, and tea. The astronauts also chose to do intermittent fasting too. At 4 p.m., the astronauts flew by the moon and snapped some stunning pictures of the dark side of the moon. These astronauts are walking in God's calling, as they were called to go on a stunning expedition like this. At 5 p.m., the astronauts had an evening devotional together, and they did a devotional on Genesis 1, which talks about creation. It took the astronauts almost 3 months to reach Mars, And during this time, the Sham preached biblically sound sermons to the other astronauts, and they took communion on the first Sunday of each month. Of the 12 astronauts, 9 of them are of the Lutheran denomination, and then the other 3 are non-denominational. On Thursday, April 30th, the astronauts finally landed on Mars, and they were fascinated by how beautiful the red planet looks. They landed there at around noon that day. Just before the astronauts left the rocket, they ate lunch and had it with some coffee. What they ate for lunch was a barbecue brisket, and the barbecue sauce was made with a low-carb recipe to make it keto-friendly. Where the sauce got the sweet flavor from was from the monk fruit extract. The astronauts enjoyed some pemmican with the brisket. The type of coffee they had was a cinnamon cappuccino, which they drank out of a 500 milliliter tumbler. The astronauts went to explore the planet, and they have GPS attached to their suits, so this way they can wander the planet and then come back to the rocket during lunch and dinner time. Tyler took some stunning pictures of Mars, and he even recorded a video with his twin sister Taylor. And it was a fascinating video. Tyler and Taylor both talked about how God's creation is beautiful and what a good God we serve, as they had the camera show the stunning views on Mars. The video was recorded to prove that the flat Earth theory is a myth, which is the same reason why the astronauts recorded a video of the moon when they flew by the moon. They also recorded a video on a camera attached to the rocket that recorded the launch into space. That video was uploaded all over social media. Also, the astronauts' attempt at using such videos to convince the flat earthers that the Earth is a globe was a fail because the flat earthers claimed that such videos were either CGI or AI generated, just to validate the flat Earth myth. The astronauts did not give a fib about that because they were having an epic time on Mars. These astronauts enjoyed their wonderful time on Mars for 20 months. Then on Wednesday, January 19th, 3020 AD, the astronauts boarded the rocket and then took the journey back to planet Earth. Then, after they flew by the moon on Friday, April 7th, the space capsule portion was detached from the rest of the rockets, and then the space capsule was positioned so that the heat shield faces down, and then the capsule re-enters Earth with the shield facing down, as it is supposed to. Then at 5 p.m. on Friday, April 7th, the astronauts re-entered Earth, and the crowd anticipated their return. Then at 7 p.m., the astronauts safely landed in the Atlantic Ocean just 20 meters away from the beach. The journey was now complete, and the astronauts shared about how God has blessed them and provided for them for this impressive expedition. The astronauts all gave glory to Jesus Christ for such an epic adventure.